It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? It's Friday then. Saturday, Sunday. What? Yeah, it's okay.
What's up? This is Jeff. Welcome to Jeff's podcast. Before the start of the topic, I would like to shout out to Crunchyroll for this episode. Crunchyroll is an online anime streaming service where you can watch more than 1,000 anime titles, including the summer 2022 anime titles, where you can watch on the same day as Japan. And get this, Crunchyroll is heading to Globe through Globe's GoAnime bundle, where you can watch your favorite anime shows for only 99 Philippine pesos. Show your favorite anime characters in cosplay. Visit the Globe booth at the Anime and Cosplay Expo happening on July 16 to 17 at the SMX Convention Center, Mall of Asia, Pasay. To learn more about the GoAnime bundle, download the Globe One app on Google Play, Apple App Store, and Huawei App Gallery. And if you want more about Crunchyroll, visit crunchyroll.com to sign up for a free 14-day trial. Today, we're talking about the Anime Expo Anime Roundup, and Anime Expo is back after a 3-year absence because of the COVID pandemic, and the 2020 and 2021 events will be held as an online event. It's a 4-day anime weekend until Monday, which is July 4th, and it is a holiday in the United States. The event features a lineup of the upcoming anime titles, licensing titles from manga companies, and world premieres of the upcoming anime titles ahead of the series and screening release. Let's get things started for the upcoming anime titles for 2023, where it was announced at the event, and Crunchyroll will stream the animated series to be launched sometime in 2023. There is no specific date yet, but they'll announce it in the coming months. First up is Chugong's Solo Leveling, and finally, the fans really wanted to make an anime adaptation based on the South Korean web novel written by Chugong and illustration by Dubu of Red Eye Studio. The series is published as a web novel on the Kakao page from March 2018 to December 2021, released in 14 book volumes, and adapted into a webcomic from July 2016 to October 2018. The light novel centers on infamous weak E-rank hunter Sung Jin-woo, who gets a chance of a lifetime when he is selected as the player of a magical program called the System, and gains the unique ability to grow in strength to become the strongest S-rank hunter. For those who are familiar based on South Korean novels, including web novels, it is the first anime adaptation based on the South Korean novel, and the last time that they be adapted into an anime that is based on the manhwa series published by Webtoon, including Siyu's Tower of God, Youngchae Park's The God of High School, and Son Che-ho and Lee Kwang-soo's Noblesse, all of which are Crunchyroll originals in partnership with Webtoon, and they already aired in April, July, and October of 2020. The show was like Reki Kawahara's Sword Art Online, but with a little less reference to Sword Art Online the movie Ordinal Scale, where the animated film was released in February 2017, and like Tuchihi's and Yota's Full Dive. I already read the first 3 chapters of the light novel as well as the webtoon, and the series that can be seen on the Tapitoon website. The series is good, but it doesn't feel like anything new. Cliches are not always a bad thing. A manga or anime can be very cliche and still be amazing. It mixes 2 very common elements in anime: the main character fighting for others, and RPG-style power systems. Shinsuke Nakashige is directing the anime at the animation studio A1 Pictures, together with Noboru Kimura is a series composition, and Hiroyuki Sawano is a music composer. For those who know Sawano, he's a Japanese composer, arranger, lyricist, pianist, and music producer, best known for his work on many anime series, video games, television dramas, and movies. Next on the list is Fumita Yanagida's Tomo-chan is a Girl, and I saw the manga came from Fully Booked in SM South Mall, located in Las Piñas over the weekend. After the South Mall trip, I saw the news that they're going to make an anime adaptation, and this is the book that I picked up when the anime was announced. I already saw the storyline on YouTube that came from YouTube user Homicidal Teddy Bear, and it really is a tomboyish romantic comedy. The series is published on 3 for Twitter and in Kodansha Saisensen from April 2015 to July 2019 and released in 8 book volumes. The story centers on a tomboyish Tomo Aizawa who had a crush on her childhood friend Junichiro Kubota, who sees her not as a woman but as one of the boys. Hilarity ensures when she tried many times in vain to show her love but ended up physical at times. Also, their mutual friend Misuzu Gundo does things her way. Rii Takahashi is perfect for the role of Tomo in the anime. It's because she has a tomboy's voice, and Sally Amaki is going to lend the voice as Carol Olston on both Japanese and English dubs. This is the second time that a voice actor is going to play on both dubs, and the last time that I watched the dub is voice actress Karin Kagami from Bushiroad's D4DJ anime, where she lends the voice of Maho Akashi in Japanese and English dub. Being a tomboyish girl is a tough job in the real world, but it isn't a bad thing. Although some of the underlying causes that might have created the identity are less than good, it is a pleasant and digestible read with many charming characters. Next on the list is Hajime Komoto's Muscle, Magic and Muscles, and the 11th volume of the manga series announced that the series enters its final arc in the 12th volume. It's kinda sad that the series enters its climax when the animated series has announced. The series is published in Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump in January 2020. The story centers on Mash Burnded, a young man without so much as an ounce of magic in his blood. In order to live a peaceful life with his adoptive father, Gregor Burnded, he becomes a divine visionary which is only given to exceptional students from the Eastern Magic Academy. Despite having no magic whatsoever, Mash goes to the magic school determined to survive and show the world that muscles can beat magic. Muscles is a mix of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and One's One Punch Man. I know he can do buff muscles lately like Machio Naruso from Yabako Santa Beach and Maam's How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, charming like Sakamoto from Nami-sano's Haven't You Heard I'm Sakamoto, and hit with just one slap like Saitama from One Punch Man. But there's one favorite treat for Mash's meal, and it's none other than cream puffs. The show has a lot of goofy fun where it plays with basic magic school story tropes, directly lampoons Harry Potter, and features a nice mix of comedic elements from absurd commentary to slight gags or sight gags to self-aware bizarreness. Next on the list is Yasuhiro Naito's Trigun, and for the early 2000 kids out there who watched the 26 episode anime from April to September 1998, this is it. It is the reboot under the name Trigun Stampede and based on the original manga series published in Tokuma Shoten's Monthly Shonen Captain from April 1995 to January 1997, released in 5 book volumes, including 3 from Tokuma Shoten and 2 from Shonen Gahosha, and the sequel Trigun Maximum, which was published in Shonen Gahosha's Young King Hours from October 1997 to March 2007, released in 14 book volumes. The original series centers on Bash the Stampede, aka the humanoid typhoon, who has a bounty head of $60 billion as he spreads his message of love and peace throughout the world while combating his brother Million Knives and the gung-ho guns assassins leader Legato Blue Summers. The first anime has the plot and characters of the series differ greatly between the original manga and its anime adaptation, the anime only following roughly up to the second volume of the manga before diverging into its own unique telling of the story. The cast and staff of the animated series is different, and voice actor Yoshitsugu Matsuoka is lending the voice of Bash for the remake since he is previously played by Masaya Onosaka in the Japanese dub, and Johnny Young Bots is expecting to reprise his role for the remake. Come to think of it, Monty Repoyan, the Filipino dub voice actor, lends the voice of Bash and passing the baton to AJ Constantino in the hero dub. Madhouse is producing the first anime, and Orange is going to produce the reboot. This will mark the return of the anime franchise after 12 years, and the last anime project that is produced is Trigun Badlands Rumble animated film, an animated film when the film was released in April 2010. It's a good thing that they're bringing back all-time classic anime favorites from the 2000s, and they're looking forward to seeing what's in store for the reboot. And last on the list is Gainax's Panty and Stocking with Garderbelt. And for those who remembered one of the best animated shows of the 2010s, the animated series is getting a new anime project, and details about the project is either a reboot or a sequel of the animated series. The animated series premiered for 12 episodes from October to December 2010 and centers on the angels of the Anarchy sisters, Panty and Stocking, as they were kicked out of heaven due to bad behavior. They are sent to Daten City, which is besieged by evil spirits, referred to as ghosts. The sisters take refuge under the care of the Reverend Gardebelt. Under his watchful eyes, the sisters are tasked with using their ability to transform their lingerie into weapons and using them to destroy malicious ghosts. By doing so, the sisters earn heaven coins with which they intend to one day buy their way back into heaven. However, Panty and Stocking are constantly sidetracked by their respective interests in men and sugary sweets. Anime producer Hiromi Wakabayashi had made an idea for the series, cited adult animation such as Dave Chester and Matt Silverstein's Drawn Together, and other works such as Johnny Vasquez Invader Sim. The show describes as an irreverent, entertaining joyride with dozens of tributes to Western cartoons and a banging soundtrack. Animation Studio Trigger is taking over for the anime project since they are produced by Gainax. There you have it for the upcoming anime titles for 2023 as seen at the Anime Expo. So keep an eye for what's in store for the shows as the new year is just around the corner. Special shout out to Crunchyroll for this episode. Crunchyroll is an online anime streaming service where you can watch more than 1,000 anime titles, including the summer 2022 anime titles where you can watch on the same day as Japan. And get this, Crunchyroll is handing the globe to Globe's GoAnime bundle, where you can watch your favorite anime shows for only 99 Philippine pesos. To learn more about the GoAnime bundle, download the Globe One app on Google Play, Apple App Store, and Huawei App Gallery. And if you want more about Crunchyroll, visit crunchyroll.com to sign up for a free 14-day trial. If you have comments or suggestions, let us know in the comments. Follow Jeff11 Manchester on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to youtube.com/Kifaboy. And like and follow Jeff's podcast, which is facebook.com/Manchester News. Well, that's about it for Jeff's podcast. This is Jeff. We'll see you in the next podcast.